Welcome to Dr. Susan's Corner, your place of receiving a dose of hope and light. I hope you have been doing well, and this is just a quick check in. So, I'm Dr. Susan, and I'm the author of Restore Me, but Privately Please, and also New Wine, A Journey into Refueling Your Spirit. If you don't have a copy of either one, I definitely encourage you to check it out. It's just, books to help heal, refresh, and boost you on, especially as we've started a new year. Today, I want to talk about something that has been on my mind because I'm getting a lot of questions on it, and it's the subject of making big decisions. When you have a big decision ahead of you, how do you make the right choice? And it could be anything from deciding to move, to buy a house, marriage. I mean, there's so many decisions when it comes to your job, career choice, career move. How do you make the decisions that you want to make? And so there's 4 steps that I wanted to go through today. And as we go through it, I encourage you to think through it, write notes, and definitely pray about it. And I hope that whatever decision is ahead of you, you will be able to make that choice that's good for you and for your family and also for your destiny. So, how do I make a big decision? What are the factors that are involved? The first thing is you have to think through it. Number one, think. What do I mean by that? Is that we have been given a mind to use. You have to go through the process of doing research. And when you do your research, look at what is ahead of you and think about what you're trying to achieve, what your objectives are, and how this is helpful. What are the results telling you? Do your research and think about it. Step number 2 is pray. Now, that almost seems cliche, all right, because you hear people say, oh, just pray about it. But there is a truth to that because when you pray, you're committing the decision unto God. And God is the one who knows what is ahead. So in Psalm 37, verse 5, for instance, it says, commit your way unto the Lord. Trust in him and he will act. Some verses say he will bring it to pass. All right, so the act of just giving the decision to the Lord or giving the problem to the Lord, it gives him the chance to come in and to act on your behalf. Then there's the other scripture in Philippians 4, 6 and 7, where it says, do not be anxious, but rather in prayer with supplication and thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. I like the next verse. It says that, and the peace of God that passes understanding will keep or will guard your heart, okay? Because when we have a decision ahead of us, it comes with anxiety. And when you worry and when you're anxious, you may not necessarily have the peace that you need to make a sound decision. But when you pray, part of your prayer is that the peace of God comes upon you and you're settled enough to make a decision that is actually worthwhile. So number 1 is think about it and do a lot of research. Number 2 is pray. Now, number 3 has to do with something a little bit more involving, and that has to do with speaking with other counselors. What do I mean by that? This is about seeking guidance from people who have gone on before you. So in Proverbs 11:14, for instance, it says, where there was no guidance, the people fall, but in a multitude of counselors, there is safety. And even in your choice of guidance, you have to be strategic. You want to use proven counselors, people that you trust, people you know who have your best interests at heart, people who are even neutral to whatever it is that you're seeking. Because what you don't want to do is, somebody believes in, to be very extreme, they believe in not getting married. If you go to them believing that, the answer is going to be don't, probably. So you want to seek guidance or counselors from people who are trusted, people who are neutral, people who are spiritual even, and have your good interests or your best interests at heart. All right. And then finally, you have to make a decision yourself. So, number one is think through it. Number two is pray about it. Number three is seek counselors and guidance. And number four is you make a decision. What do I mean by that? Don't let someone make a decision for you. Come to a place where after you've looked at number one, two, and three, faith is action. Act by making a decision. And by number four, you should have an idea on which way you want to go. You want to go towards part A or you want to go towards part B. And make that decision knowing that you have prayed, you have sought counsel. Sometimes you will receive guidance and you will see clearly that this is what I need to do. There are other times when you will have to walk in faith. And there are times when even circumstances are going to dictate the choice that you have to make. For example, everything has been a green light until, let's say, a job is taken for you or something along those lines. That becomes a hard stop in some cases, and your circumstances can actually make that decision for you. But at the end of the day, you have to make that decision. So why am I putting emphasis on that really quickly before I wrap up? Is that number one, when the going gets tough, you want to be convicted that I made that decision myself. All right. And especially when things don't work out, the last thing you want to do is say, well, this person told me to do it. And then you start going through your head, well, should I have done what I thought? Should I have done what this other person said? You have to make your own decision, be convicted about your own decision after going through the steps of thinking, praying, and seeking guidance, so that even when things don't work out, you own it. And it actually builds up faith, because next time you know in which direction to go, that when I obeyed this sentiment or this feeling, this is what happened. And faith really doesn't happen overnight. Growing in things like decision making, sometimes we need to go through a lot of mistakes to learn how to do it right. But you have to start from somewhere, okay? The last thing I want to also mention is that when you do get it right, what it does is it builds up your confidence in not only decision making, but also in walking with the Lord, because then you get to know the different ways that He speaks to you, so that even if somebody comes to you and says, hey, I really feel that you should do this, you can discern within yourself whether this is something that you really should proceed with, or you can just tell, no, this person is just talking out of flesh. So hopefully this is helpful to someone out there who is really trying to make a big decision, or it could be a small decision, like, any decision. I cannot judge whether your decision is big or small. It could be starting a business, it could be starting a family, but I hope this is helpful to you. Number one, think through it. Number two, pray. Number three, seek guidance. And number four, you go ahead and make a decision, knowing that your conviction is bringing you peace and you're ready to stick through it, whether it works out or not, because at the end of the day, the process builds up faith, and that's where your strength lies. Thank you for being part of Dr. Susan's Corner today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone. There's always someone who needs a dose of hope and light. And remember that there is nothing that's impossible when you're walking with the Lord. So again, I just want to remind you, if you haven't been to my website, please check it out, www.susan-agbinaldo.com. And not only do I have my resources out there, I also have a free 30-day devotional. And if you are interested in obtaining a copy, either send me an email or on my website, go to the contact form and drop me a note, and that's going to be yours for free. I appreciate you tuning in, and watch out for the next episode. God bless you.